Hello, everybody, and welcome into that Real Texas Team Podcast, episode 101, here on the channel. My name is Curtis Brown. With me, as always, my resident co-hosts. Switching up the alignment today. In the top right, we got Chris, a.k.a. Slim Chickens, a.k.a. Pac-Man Freestyle, co-host of That's Crazy Podcast and Talk. Make sure you like and subscribe over there, as they're trying to get it growing and showing over there. Down at the bottom, we got Mike, a.k.a. the Black Mr. Clean, a.k.a. Sexual chocolate. Does that work?
You're going about a lot of AKs today. We're just gonna go with it.
Make sure you slide on over to Mass 3 Productions at Mass 3 Productions all across the social medias to help Mike's channel grow. While you're at it, do the same thing here. Try to get in front of more Texans fans. So hit the like button. If you look on if you're watching the video and you see less than 5 likes wherever you're watching, put yours in there, get a little closer. And if it's over 5, keep going. Let's see how high we can go on this one.
Yeah.
Second goals based on this video. So, gentlemen, it's week 9. This is it's a big week for us. The Broncos coming in town. One hell of a defense, even without their starting corner. And we'll get into all the injuries here in a little bit. But how are we feeling? Just like gut feeling about this game. How are we feeling?
Hardest game of the year.
Okay.
And that Seattle game was disgusting. And I think this is going to be a more difficult game than that.
Yeah.
Different type of defensive line. I say with Denver's line, it's a little bit more athletic and speed based, to where Seattle is just that's a lot of beef on that front line.
Yeah, Byron Murphy up there and
yeah,
you're right.
Leonard Williams, 300 pounds. So like you can have 3 guys up there touching 300 pounds, and they're playing DN.
Yeah.
To whereas is it make sure Bentonio, whatever.
Oh, Nick Petonio.
Yeah, he a lightweight.
Benito.
Thank you, man. I'm missing that man. It ain't my goddamn name. The man can serve a pizza for all I care. He's a lightweight. He's a speed and athleticism rusher, which doesn't bode well for our left tackle. That young man, he doesn't do as well with speed. Trouble. He doesn't do as well with speed. He does better when you try to just bully him out the way.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's one of the key matchups I've got written down is Ursary versus literally anybody. Because look, I mean, the Broncos have edge rush like for days. They spent a lot of draft capital, honestly, since like Peyton Manning got there on
edge rushers.
I mean, it's kind of interesting, but this is a really good defense. Chris, how are you feeling?
No, man, I feel fine. Like I say, PS2's not out there, and I honestly, even though he plays the system better, I do not think that Bo Nix is better than Russell Wilson.
He's not.
And last time we played them, the defense was just as good. It might be a tad bit better, but that year, that defense, they weren't winning because of Russell Wilson. Let's get it straight. At that time, their defense was really good, and we beat them with a rookie CJ Stroud. Now, what kind of CJ Stroud? I'm more worried about what the offense is going to do, because I think that I don't think it's a different defense. And I think that CJ has seen this defense before. Sean Payton was the coach then. They just had a different quarterback.
Yeah.
Vance is a problem.
Vance Joseph is a definite problem. The Caley versus Joseph dynamic is going to be really incredible. I hope that I had read some reports today that D'Amico had stepped in as the scout team linebacker for a little bit. He wasn't in pads or nothing, but he was just standing there and going up,
reading it how he would
exactly, and trying to figure out maybe a little bit more about what Vance is going to try to do. I'm hoping because with the defensive mind of D'Amico and the way that honestly Matt Burke has kind of stepped up with the defensive play calling lately, I assume that they're going to be picking each other's brains. Like, okay, if you're Vance Joseph, how are you going to attack this?
See, the thing about Vance Joseph has a lot of influences from many different defenses. Like I said, he was around with Wade Phillips. He saw part of that. I can't even think of his name right now, but the guy in Minnesota.
I'll be there in a little bit.
What's his
Flores?
name? Huh?
Yeah, Flores.
He has some influence from Flores. He has some influence from Lovey. He's been around all of these guys.
What up, CJ?
He's been around all these different guys. That's part of the reason you don't have any idea what defense he's going to run, because he has all these different influences and it gets very exotic at times. That's what makes me worry about it for CJ Stroud, is the exotic defenses of, because they keep 5 down linemen, don't mean all 5 guys are coming. He might bring a guy from the secondary, which has been the thing that's
ball
kicked our
needs
ass.
they need to be preaching this week that the ball needs to not be held in your hands. If you got to dirt it at the running back's feet, dirt that motherfucker at the running back's feet. These motherfuckers lead the NFL in sacks. And it's not even close.
From the sack.
Huh?
Don't run away from the
that
sack.
too. That's what I'm saying. He'll do better if, because 9 times out of 10 he got a regularly running back getting ran over right there anyway. So just dirt it. Most of the time, be honest, how many times we saw one get run over and like, you just dirt it, just dirt it right there.
Well,
it's fine. You're not going to get away.
What we saw last week against San Francisco needs to be a repeat. Take the easy. Without Patrick Surtain out there, without him out there, there's one guy that can get open fairly fast. You got 2 receivers out there, you got a tight end, and their linebackers like to blitz. Dre Greenlaw is going to be back for this game as well. Get rid of the ball quickly.
Yeah.
That less than 2 seconds holding on to the ball, that needs to become his new regular.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got to get elite production out of the short, quick passing game. We've got to take advantage of the matchups that we've got favorable, matchups in, I guess. Probably the worst way of saying it, but Nico versus anybody in their secondary, I'm going Nico on that one. Especially with no PS2. And then Alex Singleton is one of their linebackers, and he is allowed a 141.7 passer rating when targeted.
I'm going right at him. I'm finding him.
So, what's up, Eric? Thanks for checking in on us. I think there is a path to victory, but you've just got to get consistent fucking effort and push on that offensive line, and that's going to be a tall order with as fast as some of these guys are, and Zach Allen on the interior, who's been playing well for the past couple years.
And oh my God, they cannot go in the shotgun. I don't want to see any shotgun.
No, they're going to be in the shotgun. I guarantee that.
They don't need to be. That's going to be a problem.
Look, Jeff Simmons sacked CJ Stroud under center in less than a quarter of a second.
I know.
They're going to see.
The shotgun's going to be such a fucking problem
shotgun his whole career.
I know, but it's going to be such a problem. Like that needs to change, because it's going to be such a problem. Because he ain't do nothing but run back farther, and they already get to him quick anyway.
Last week against San Francisco, he was in shotgun, but he wasn't even dropping back. It was literally turn. It was turn. He wasn't dropping back. That was the good thing about him being in shotgun. It allowed him to see more.
Yeah.
Even on the play action, he didn't have to turn his back to the defense.
But they've been doing all that shotgun all season. So what changed against San Francisco to where he realized that he needed to do that?
Getting rid of the ball in less than 2 seconds.
Also, San Francisco had legitimately no pass rush. Legitimately nobody who put fear in your heart. This Texans offensive line was not worried about. When the injury report came out, the Texans O-line was like, oh, hell yeah.
No Bryce Huff, no nothing.
Yeah. Scrubs coming in.
It's like, I don't even know who that guy is.
Literally. Yeah. So speaking of the injury report, we'll go with the Texans side of this first. Schultz, questionable. More than likely will play. Elijah Huzzy is out. Jakob Johnson is out. Dalton Keene has been activated. Or signed, whatever. Nico is in. Christian Kirk is in. Danico Autry's questionable, and so is Dylan Horton.
So is Darrell Taylor going to get activated today?
It's possible.
He's been a healthy scratch most of the year.
Yeah,
I forgot he was on the team.
Yeah. Yeah. I see they're doing the same thing to him, but they're doing it like Damian Pierce and Christian Harris. I wonder if they're not seeing it at practice. So they're just like, we're not going to put you out there, you know? For the Broncos injury report, obviously PS2 is out. PJ Locke is out. Marvin Mims, the only man who's taken a punt return for the Broncos this season, is out. And Nate Atkins is out. This is a Broncos offensive line that has allowed, I think, a total of 8 sacks this season. That's pretty solid. Now, I'm pretty sure their best defense that they've played was the Colts. Maybe the Eagles.
Who also has an issue with pass rush.
Yeah. I would have to say the Colts, because like you can't even say the Eagles with Adoree Jackson in that secondary.
Well, and now Jair Alexander as well.
It's the reason they made that trade, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Adoree Jackson going to the bench.
out of those injuries, there are 3 collectively out of both lists that make me either see a key matchup we can expose, or I'm very concerned about it. Marvin Mims is a matchup I think we can expose. This will be the first time the Broncos trot out someone else to return a punt all season. So there could be an opportunity there for a
bobble.
Yeah, a fumble, whatever.
Frank, are you paying attention, Frank?
We know he is. He's paying attention. The second one who's coming back from injury is Christian Kirk. You know how Nico fits into this offense. We saw last week what the offense looked like when all the young guys on the bottom end of the wide receiver room got some opportunities. With Christian Kirk coming back, how does that change the alignment? Now, for perspective, Jalen Knoll last week had 34% of snaps. Do what?
Were they in the slot?
I believe so.
I would assume so.
I would definitely assume Berrios would be.
Yeah, Berrios for sure.
And I have nothing against Berrios, but
I mean, and he was just on it. He was on the injury report earlier this week too.
Yeah,
with a chest injury. Noel has speed that nobody else on this team has.
Yeah, they've got to find ways of getting him.
It kills.
Yeah. And then Hutch played really well last week. At this point, I think Kirk has played himself and injured himself out of the top 4 of our wide receiver room. But I'm willing to bet more than anything that he'll find himself wide receiver 2, primary slot receiver. I could also see
experience.
This offseason we were talking about how many slot guys we had on the roster. And Kaylee even mentioned that there would be multiple situations where we'd have multiple slots on the field. We need to see that. We need to see if Kirk is going to be playing, he needs to be playing out there beside Knoll and or Berrios or whoever else we're going to put in there in the slot. Berrios is going to get some offensive snaps. He was consistent enough last week.
Well, I think we talked about it a little bit before. Yeah, Hutch is all of our number two. So that's what I personally say.
The coaching
but
staff.
I need to see Nico in motion. He's the biggest mismatch on the entire field. But when you line him up on one side and keep him there, the defense shifts that way.
Yep.
Let's make the defense move. Let's make them make some decisions. Shit. You might think I'm crazy, but I put Hutch in the slot, put Noel on the outside. Make them try to figure, oh, shit, what are they doing?
Yeah. I mean, Hutch had some really good plays last week. Now, obviously, again, not the 49ers defense of old, and everybody and their mother was hurt, but Hutch made some good plays.
I will tell you this. All of the 49ers cornerbacks were there.
Yeah.
We took advantage of starting cornerbacks. Now, how good the 49ers cornerbacks were to begin with,
it's another conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're right.
Also sounds like a personal problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just, with the history of how this coaching staff has handled demoting starters and you're specifically for poor play and veterans for poor play, I don't see Christian Kirk being anything less than wide receiver 2. I'm hoping for something else, literally anything else. But I'm not holding my breath.
My only saving grace to it is Christian Kirk's due for a good game.
I mean, he is. When he had like 64 yards in the Ravens game, that's his most production since about that time last year.
But I'll deal with 64 from him tomorrow. I'm good with 64 from him.
Yeah. Yeah. Denver's played mediocre defenses the past 2 weeks. You're not wrong.
That is a lie. They're not even mediocre.
Well, you got to understand, the modern youth think that mid and mediocre are the new bottom. Like they think that's the worst, like as low as it goes. As if they forget that mid means like middle.
Middle, yeah.
Because
the Giants are bad. The Cowboys, I will tell you this. I have been picking certain offensive players because they're playing against the Cowboys defense.
Yeah.
And it hasn't done me wrong in fantasy. It has not.
No, you're right. I mean, we're the best defense that this Broncos team has played this far. We're also, I mean, I don't want to say the most competent offense, but
most complete. We actually don't have a hole at any specific position. All 3 levels of our defense are at least adequate.
I mean,
at least.
Yeah. But all right, let's talk about some individual peoples. All right. Okay. Dalton Schultz last couple of weeks have been not necessarily a return to form, but probably something bigger than that. I feel like, his 9-catch, 98-yard performance, whatever, against the Seahawks was pretty damn solid, honestly. And then last week he follows it up with another solid outing. And he's banged up with the knee and his shoulder. He is the only tight end on this roster who is a true tight end. We are to a point with depth at the tight end position that Sean Payton is making low-key digs at the fact that we're running jumbo packages so much. Sean Payton was asked about why they signed the 41-year-old Mercedes Lewis to their tight end room. He said, well, it needed somebody in there who could block. Mercedes is really good at doing that. You don't want to get stuck in jumbo packages.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah. And speaking of which, 26 different plays, Blake Fisher came in as the jumbo package tight end in just the San Francisco game. He was the eligible receiver at a tight end position. I want to see more of it.
I don't have an issue.
I want him out. I want 6 offensive linemen on the field the whole game. I don't give a shit.
Like I said, can he catch a pass?
Let's focus on the bigger problems first. Make sure he's not getting fucking one-on-ones with anybody good. He's just accenting or helping somebody. He needs to be right there beside Ursery all game. And then Schultz on the opposite side. I don't care. Like, it is.
Man, he needs to be right there next to Ursery. The running back needs to come up there to that side with him.
Yeah.
Basically, the running back finds old boy we were talking about. I'm not going to fuck up his name again.
JK?
Nick Bonito.
Bonito, thank you. Bonito. Whatever side Bonito goes on, the running back needs to be like, okay, I'm over there.
Yeah.
That's where I'm picking up.
Yeah. Woody Marks and Nick Chubb are going to have to bring their best pass blocking performances. I had a dream the other day. Speaking of the lumberyard, had a dream the other day that Nick Chubb went for over 90 plus and 30 receiving yards in this game. And we end up winning this game because of
it. If Nick gives us 90 himself, I think we win it.
Yeah. Now, this is a really, really, really good Broncos defense. I mean, pass and run defense.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have to be schematically sound, fundamentally sound. This is not going to be a defense that makes a lot of fuck ups. You're just going to have to beat the man in front of you. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. This is a very well coached team.
I think we're going to see a lot of British as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we did. I feel like we did in the 49ers game. I saw him quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing fullback, but I thought Jakob will be back this week.
Yeah, he won't. I think next week maybe.
Yeah. Next week it seems pretty likely. Trying to think. All right. So our offensive line versus the Broncos defense. We've talked about Ursery. Obviously, one of the bigger places they can exploit is Laken Tomlinson and the rotation of Juice Scruggs in and out.
Makes no fucking sense.
None whatsoever. But they continue.
I'm still not understanding what's going on there.
And nobody is. I'm pretty sure that it's tendency stuff. When they're more likely to run, that's when they're gonna bring out Laken Tomlinson, and when they're more likely to pass, or they're in a passing situation going into the drive, that's where Juice comes out. Because Laken is a total liability in pass blocking. But
that's part of the reason why I know I'm not used to Nick Caserio making trades at this time, but I think this is still, if there's somebody out there that's available that's not going to kill us.
Yeah.
I think he's making calls.
Yeah. Look, if we win this game and Nick Caserio doesn't get on the horn with somebody with the Cleveland Browns and be like, all right, how much for y'all to come off of Joel Bitonio? I mean, he would solidify the left guard spot at least for the year. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that.
I would, if I'm calling Cleveland, I'm asking about Bitonio and Joku.
Yeah. That would be
I would at least ask.
Yeah, that'd be a nice trade. Send them like a third for both of them.
Send them a third, and
what is messed up? they go trade everybody, and then start the door.
I'd send them a third and Juice.
Yeah.
If they take Laken, I'd send Laken before I would Juice. But
yeah,
I know they take Laken.
Waddle's an athlete, but I don't know if I want.
I don't want any more receivers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was saying, what we gonna do with if we can trade him for Christian Kirk if we're gonna we can trade him for Christian Kirk.
But then,
You got to pay him too.
You know what I like about Christian Kirk? He's gone next year.
I mean, it's true.
I'm personally thinking Tank's going to come back. And once Tank comes back, we have way too many receivers. Who do you get rid of?
Yeah, I mean, you get rid of Kirk. You don't bring his ass back.
Kirk and Barrios are both gone.
I think Tank's coming back, but if Tank don't come back 20 pounds heavier, Tank gonna be gone again.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it like that, but
bro, all of Tank's injuries have had nothing to do with his weight.
Yeah.
I know,
it's
but
nothing
the next
to do
one
with him being small.
Kingmaker's in the chat talking about how we need to get Breece Hall.
Why get another running back if our offensive line can't block?
That was part of my thing. You get the fuck rid of Jared Wayne. God, Brandon, wouldn't that be nice?
He's not even
he is
out.
terrible, man. Oh my God.
I mean, yeah. I look, Justin, I think more than likely Nico, Tank, and Noel. I think Higgins is going to be one of those that takes till year 3 to like actually hit his peak.
And Xavier's not trying to let them young boys in front of him.
Yeah.
Xavier is our best. He's our best receiver to begin with.
Yeah.
He's been grinding.
He has. This is year 3. Again, this is like it's his best year. He's getting the most playing time. I think it's the same kind of trajectory for Jaden Higgins.
All of a sudden, he looks
already doing statistically better than Xavier Hutchinson ever had.
Yep. That's why I said we got a problem. So I don't want to bring in another. I don't want to bring another receiver in here because Waddle's under contract for the next few years.
Yeah.
This ain't like a 1-year rental.
Right.
Waddle's going to be here.
Yeah. But
I want one of these younger receivers or a Tank or somebody to make us actually contemplate letting Nico walk. That's what I would love to have. And I love Nico. But I want I want one of our receivers to step up so good that we're like, do we really need Nico?
Yeah. Year 3 means they have to see
exactly
what these guys are before they pay them or cut them next year. Absolutely. Yeah, we really don't need Waddle, but Breece would be
I'll be honest, Waddle hasn't looked the same without Tyreek out there.
Yeah. But he'll be across from like a Nico. So that's how I see it as.
Yeah, that's the way it does.
Mm-hmm. The Titans love to get their recycled pieces.
I will not be mad at it. I go get your money, son.
Mm-hmm. Now Denver's offense has not played a defense like ours. While our sack numbers are nowhere near what Denver's brought to the table this season, we're getting a lot of pressure. We are making quarterbacks uncomfortable. The turnovers have started to happen a lot in the last 5 games. Bo Nix is prone to making mistakes. He's not played a corner as good as Derek Stingley. He's not played a corner as good as Kamari Lassiter, and they're both on the same team. So this is going to be an interesting test, not only for our offense versus their defense, but their offense versus ours. In my opinion, this 40.5 over-under, I'm hitting the under. Like, I could see this being a 17-13 kind of game. Either way. Yeah, sloppy as hell, defense heavy, and it's just a matter of which offense can suck the least. And we'll see how that goes. But, I mean, if you're D'Amico, what are you trying to do to ensure Bo Nix doesn't have an easy time back there? And CJ, so what do we do with Joe Mixon if we get Breece Hall? I mean, Joe Mixon is going to be 30 in the next calendar year, and I mean, it's looking more and more likely that he could have his window, like he could come back, but we don't know. If we lose this game, he's not coming back. We're not making trades, at least not buying, I should say.
I will say this: it sounds crazy, but Brees is going to be a free agent next year. I just wait.
Oh yeah,
if I'm interested in him, I just wait.
Yeah.
Because what guy do you know wants to stay playing for the Jets?
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Bo Nix has also never played at NRG, different environment. It's true.
Oh, let's not even talk about the environment. If it's anything like that San Francisco game last weekend, it's going to be a fucking home game.
Yeah. And if he runs, he's going to panic, and when he realizes Aziz exists.
Agreed.
And look, this is another bet I wish I could do with Aziz. I'm going to put it at 1.5. Over under 1.5 plays of Aziz doing something stupid.
Late hit.
I'm taking the under. I'll take the under this game.
All right. Joe Mixon cut this offseason if he doesn't show up this season. Yeah.
I think Jalen Petrie is actually going to have a really good game.
Yeah, he's been looking really good these last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Because my only real worry is Evan Ingram eats us alive every time we fucking play against him.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I'm starting him in fantasy then.
But he hasn't been shit all year. He's been underwhelming.
Oh man, I can't. No, I started Mark Ingram.
Oh, so you already got yours. Stop crying.
Oh, you watched that game?
Shit. It was either that or what? Tiddlywinks?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What matchups, our defense versus their offense, are you guys interested in checking out? For me, Cortland Sutton versus Stingley and Laster, because it seems like
there's no reason to follow him.
Yeah. Him is going to be.
I think he just has hands. If that makes sense. I don't think he's like this like great receiver, but I think he has really good hands.
No, his route running is impeccable. His route running is really nice.
He's going to break some motherfuckers, but and he's also kind of a big bodied guy like Nico.
And I don't know if you guys like real guys. Does it always seem like it takes the defense like a drive to figure out what they're going to do, and then they like shut them down? Because at first it looks like like Derek Stingley's getting burnt, and then all of a sudden it's only in the first quarter, and then all of a sudden you don't hear nothing else anymore the rest of the game.
Yeah. I mean, the first drive of every game is one of the more crucial, no matter if you get the ball or if you're on defense. You're trying to figure out if your game plan's going to function, make any quick tweaks. And honestly, the defense has always been, like under D'Amico, very quick to adjust. Oh, that didn't work? All right, let's do this. And then that shuts it the fuck down. Yeah, we're going to need prime version of that aspect of our strategy and game planning. And fucking
Curtis, you said Sutton versus our defensive backs, right?
Yeah.
I actually think the interior of our defensive line, Sheldon Rankins, Tim Settle, Danico Autry, Tommy Toega,
Togai,
whatever.
He's a toe guy like Rex Ryan.
Yeah, that sounds disturbing.
It is.
But that's the part of our thing that, like, because J.K. Dobbins is a between the tackle run, so it's along the same lines. And Bo Nix is an escape artist. He will run.
Yeah, nice, Andrew. He will.
He will run.
He's an athlete. He's got the wheels. He'll go out and do it. But I mean,
they need the whole contain. Don't move. Don't do nothing fancy. Just wait.
Don't be Chauncey.
No, don't be Chauncey. Don't even be Chancey. All right.
Sorry, bastard.
Dobbins has 2 yards of carry versus us last time we faced him. That's right. We played him last year when he was the 1,000-yard rusher for the Chargers. He will run. Oh my God, it's a Jace. Yeah.
Yeah, because Bo Nix has an issue sliding too. He thinks he can run over guys. That ain't gonna work very well.
Run over Aziz.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. The last few weeks, it's been EJ Speed.
Hey, yeah, he's been looking nice.
Bro, EJ Speed came in this year as our 4th linebacker, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know he's starting, right?
Yeah, I know he just out of nowhere.
No, it's not out of nowhere.
I
Him and
know
Aziz have been starting for weeks now.
Yeah, I know. I get that. It just he kind of just slid his way in
because he's a sure tackler.
Yep.
As much as I love Toa, certain times it ain't sure tackling with him. George.
That's funny. Are there any other Denver offensive players versus our defense that you're interested in seeing?
Oh man, I don't even know who what their offensive players they really have besides Cortland Sutton. That's the only person I ever felt like that you sort of needed to fear on their team as far as receivers go. I know you were talking about Evan Ingram and they have another side. Now I have to look because I'm really.
They don't have any other tight ends. They don't. But Bo Nix versus our defensive in general, I'm excited to see it.
Yeah. Honestly, it should be really. RJ Harvey is another running back they drafted. He's a pretty good athlete.
Was it Tim Patrick as well?
No, I think he's with the.
Not Tim. It's somebody last name Patrick, if I'm not mistaken.
There's a Bryant.
Pat Bryant. My bad.
Yep. So it's Cortland Sutton, Pat Bryant, Troy Franklin, Trent Sherfield Sr., Mims, who's out, and Michael Bandy.
Who?
Evan Ingram is obviously their starting tight end. Nate Adkins is out. He's their backup. And then you have Adam Troutman and Mercedes Lewis. That's all tight ends.
The only name I recognize was Mercedes Lewis.
I know who Troutman is. He played
I do too.
with Peyton with Sean Payton in New Orleans.
Yeah, he's been around the league for a while.
Of course, he got right back with Sean Payton.
Bro, you don't know that's how you stay employed. Your coach go to another team.
Didn't Jaleel McLaughlin have like a decent year last year?
Oh, possibly.
It was okay.
He's the 4th running back on their team right now.
Okay, means he's not good.
He had a really good year last year.
But the thing about it was J.K. Dobbins came in and he's been great.
Yeah. Let's see. Garrett Bowles, left tackle. Alec Palzawinski at left guard. Luke Wattenberg at center. Quinn Miners at right guard. Mike McGlinchey at right tackle.
Now y'all understand why I say the interior of that offensive line should be our target.
Yep. 1,000%. Although I think Will Anderson versus McGlinchey is going to be a good one to watch.
Bro, have you seen McGlinchey? That is one big.
Oh yeah, he's a big motherfucker.
And he's tall. He's not like Trent Brown's a big human being. But is it really?
Their offense is good. I don't believe that they're good. They've played the Colts are their most difficult defense because at the time the Eagles defense was hot garbage. I literally don't subscribe to the idea. I mean, there were literally people 3 weeks ago saying that Bo Nix should be
been benched.
Yeah. So I don't think that's what it is. Zach Allen's their left defensive end. DJ Jones nose tackle. John Franklin Myers at their right defensive end. And you got Jonathan Cooper, Alex Singleton, Justin Stranad, and Nick Benito. And then their corners, Pat Surtain, Riley Moss and Chris Abrams-Drain.
That's who's going to be starting, Chris Abrams-Drain.
Yeah. They don't even have Jade Barron. Oh, there he is. Hit Nickelback.
He's the nickel. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, Jaquan McMillan and Jade Barron are the nickels.
Because
Talanoa Hufunga and Brandon Jones are the starting safeties. Backup safety PJ Locke is out.
Because technically the thing about it is Barron, they've been putting him on the field on the dime, not even the nickel.
Yeah.
They're trying to keep him off the field.
Yeah, he's been struggling. He's been struggling.
Did you say Dre Greenlaw?
He's playing. I know he's playing.
This is his first game back after suspension, is what it's supposed to be.
No, he wasn't suspended.
I thought it was hurt. He was injury report.
And then he got suspended.
For what?
Oh, yes, he had a quad injury. But he
had a quad injury, but Dre was suspended for a minute.
He played against the Giants. That was his last game. Yeah, he's only played one game this year.
Yeah, he was suspended one game for verbally threatening a referee.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he lost his goddamn mind.
Look, after going through their roster, I mean, look, they've got really solid pieces. But we're built very similarly. Very, very similarly. This is one team looking at itself in a mirror, and that's the game. So with that, what are our keys to winning?
We gotta figure out a way to run the ball.
Oh my God. We need if we can just get what we got in the San Francisco game, that'll be fine.
Well, and that was from running the ball. You got to keep them honest with running the ball. I ain't saying we need 7 yards a carry.
Yeah.
But 4. If you could give me 4 per carry, we good. Put us in a 2nd and 6 and not a 2nd and 11.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to see, like I say, the run game, that run game that we just had against the 49ers. If we can just get that, just it don't have to be. Yeah.
If he gets to it, CJ, get the hell out of there.
Yeah. Read the pocket, move up appropriately. If we do that, I mean, I think we've all got a really solid shot of this game coming out as a dub. Let's see. Kingmaker says Mark's got hands, use them. Quick passes will help CJ stay standing. Absolutely.
I just said it.
That's the
two
way
seconds
you beat
or
a
less.
pass rush. You got to get him out. But gentlemen, with that being said, let's hear some score predictions. Chris, you want to lead us off on this one?
28-14.
Houston?
Yes.
That is firmly over. All right, Mike?
23-17.
All right.
And I want to say 23-19, but that 7 keep jumping out of my head.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's 40. So that's under. I'm going to go 17-10. 17-10 Houston. I think the offense kind of looks similar to what the Seahawks kind of got out of us. It's going to take us a minute to get our footing. But once we do, I think we'll have 2 touchdown drives and a long field goal. And the Broncos, again, playing the best defense they've played all year, are going to be trying to find any sort of answers at all. I think they have one good touchdown drive off maybe like a fluky somebody fell down, touchdown, and then a field goal, potentially on the opening drive. So I just don't see a lot of offense in this game. I see the defenses fucking earning their paychecks this week. So, final question, gentlemen. Give me 2 touchdown scorers in this game. It could be from either team.
Nico.
Okay.
I'd say Nico has one deep one.
Okay. Chris?
I'm gonna say Woody.
Woody and Nico. Hell yeah. I mean, probably would have picked either one of those myself. So solid. Gentlemen, good spot to go ahead and wrap this up. Do you guys have any closing comments?
Chris, you got anything?
No, I'm ready for the game to get here because like this is one I'm not really sure what's gonna happen, but I stand by my score prediction.
I respect it.
I do have something that I want to say, and I'm gonna say it again. Do not let that goddamn building be full of a bunch of orange tomorrow. If you have the opportunity to go to the game as a Texans fan, to rep your team, rep your colors, please go. Look at tickets. Look at StubHub. Look at TickPick. Look at Ticketmaster. These tickets are going to be going for. Please keep them out of the hands of Denver Broncos fans. I don't like being in a building when I know we're at home, and our team defends their home, but they have to defend their home like an away game because it's full of the opposing team's fans.
Yeah.
You know what's so bad? I feel like it has the probability to happen again with the Broncos because Broncos is, I think they travel well also.
They travel well. They do. I know they do.
Yeah. And they're also one of those older franchises that kind of have fans in every major city.
Like the Steelers.
Yeah. Cowboys, etc.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm with you. Yeah, this is a game where it is almost more important than it has been all year to keep CJ as clean as possible. So that's what we're watching. With that being said,
every game's your season, guys.
Yeah, we're in playoff mode right now. With that being said, gentlemen, I want to thank you both for taking time away from your families to come on and talk Texans ball. No, it's not always easy, but I appreciate you guys. Make sure you go support Mike at Mastery Productions all across the social medias. Like, subscribe, notification bell. Do the same thing for Chris at That's Crazy Podcast and Talk. Go check him out on Instagram, Pacman_King Freestyle. And then you have OnlyFans, right? No? I'm just kidding.
There was a slight pause there. I'm like,
he was like, bro, what? And then you can find me at this AFC South SHW on X. Hit me up if you got any Texans questions, content. Maybe we can make something happen. Most of all, folks, be good people. Go Texans. Fuck the Colts.